It's like an angelic chorus. So beautiful. Superman Twitter account, X account, posted a moving poster with 56 seconds of John Murphy's theme. The poster, a James Gunn film with the tagline, "Look Up, DC Studios, Superman in theaters, July 11th. Now the theme. Let's talk about this theme for a second, guys, all right? Because when I first listened to it, it's like an angelic chorus. It's like so beautiful. And you hear it. And I listened to it as I was setting up the podcast today. I was just listening to it over and over again, just because I wanted to have it like fresh in my mind when we would talk about it here. It is a beautiful piece of music. And I remember this morning when I first listened to it, the first thing that I remember is I was like, this is reminiscent of something Hans Zimmer would do. I was like, that's wild to me that they would go that route. Like, that was the first thing that hit me was, wow, this feels like something Hans Zimmer would do. And I didn't catch it the first time. I will admit, I didn't catch it. The first time I listened to it, I did not catch the John Williams little bit at the end there with the voice kind of, humming or singing the famous Superman theme that John Williams created. But the second time I was listening, maybe even the third time I started to hear, I was like, wait a minute. And then I started to pick it up and I was like, this is brilliant. Because as I've said, and I know we've gone back and forth, many of you on my channel who come here and comment, we've gone back and forth saying, oh, they need to do the John Williams music. And I've said, no, I want John Murphy to do his own thing. But I have often said that if he pays homage, if he does something that can pay homage to John Williams, to Hans Zimmer in some form or fashion, I'm okay with that. I think that'll work. But I don't want them to use the John Williams music. I don't want them to use Hans Zimmer music. But if there's a way to pay homage to it, to show that there was inspiration there, that's fine with it, because you can pay respects to the past while creating something new. And that is exactly what John Murphy did here with this theme. And it kind of gives you that sense of hope, that sense of adventure, that sense of wonder. And you add that with the tagline, "Look Up." Listen to this music and just imagine, just put yourself in Metropolis if you could. Have headphones on and listen to this music and just look up and imagine seeing Superman. And tell me you wouldn't get chills in that moment. And that's kind of what this music is doing. This is what this music is supposed to do, and it does that. And it's fantastic. Now, John Murphy, we've heard themes from him before. We've heard him do things in Guardians of the Galaxy and other James Gunn projects, but didn't know he could do this. Now, this is just 56 seconds of a piece of music. We haven't heard the whole score. We haven't heard probably 50 to 70 minutes worth of music that he's going to be having in this movie. So I'm going to hold back my total accolades for it. But this is great. This is great. I'm not going to sit here and say, because look, I love what Hans Zimmer did with Man of Steel. I absolutely love it. For me, when I sat there, really said, you can hear the inspiration of the iconic John Williams Superman theme, but you can also hear the brilliant otherworldliness that Hans Zimmer brought to the Man of Steel trilogy. And that's what I like about it. That's what I always liked about Hans Zimmer, is he brought that otherworldliness feel to it. And John Murphy was able to do that with this a little bit. And that's what I really like about it. So, yeah, what do you guys have to say? What do you guys have to say here?